and Emboldened Mamdani sheds conciliatory tone. A newly empowered Zohran Mamdani on Wednesday vowed to use his convincing victory in the New York City mayor's race as a mandate to push an emboldened modern timetable past potential barriers from billionaire antagonists to Albany bureaucracy. In a shift from the mollifying tone he had used for months, Mr. Mamdani made clean that at the same time as he might govern for all New Yorkers, he become determined to supply for folks that were agitating for structural alternate. I'm also seeking to be clean about the mandate that we received over the route of this election, and it is a mandate to supply at the timetable that we ran on, he said in a smartphone interview on Wednesday afternoon after a celebratory lunch together with his prevalent ally consultant Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of Latest New York. The shift in tone became maximum placing when it came to his plan to raise taxes at the rich. In current weeks, Mr. Mamdani had conveyed an openness to finding emboldened ways to pay for his signature policy initiative, prevalent childcare, indicating that he was no longer necessarily set on elevating taxes. There has been masses of revenue in the existing finances, he cautioned. On Wednesday, Mr. Mamdani stated his call to tax the rich changed was also about fairness. He said that New Yorkers who had voted for him were eager for billionaires to pay more taxes. On Monday, the day before the election, droves of Mr. Mamdani's supporters marched with him over the Brooklyn Bridge at dawn, chanting, "Tax the rich." My supporters and our movement are hungry for a politics of consistency, a politics that truly makes a specialty on the needs of working people. I think that our tax device is an example of the numerous ways in which working people have been betrayed. But the Mayor Goeth's aide for tax increase might want to put him at odds with Gov. Kathy Hochul, a Democrat whose endorsement in September was significant as Mr. Mamdani sought to consolidate Democratic aid. Ms. Hochul, a moderate Democrat who is jogging for re-election next year, has strongly adversed any tax increase. The interview on Wednesday echoed Mr. Mamdani's fiery victory speech on Tuesday evening, which took a more confrontational and at times arrogant tone. The address was criticized by some observers as a character switch from his more congenial mindset during the campaign. Mr. Mamdani said his tone was intentional. He was looking to be emboldened, he said, and to show that the status quo was not ideal. His self-confidence is understandable. He's the first New York City mayoral candidate since John V. Lindsay in 1969 to win over 1 million votes, motivating first-time citizens and generating enthusiasm that much of his supporters compared to Barack Obama's presidential victory in 2008. After securing an upset victory in the June Democratic primary over his predominant rival, former Governor Andrew M. Cuomo, and the business titans and power brokers backing him, Mr. Mamdani beat Mr. Cuomo again in the general election. In his victory speech, Mr. Mamdani dismissed the former governor, saying, "Let tonight be the final time I utter his name," and he warned President Trump, "To get to any folks, you will need to get through everybody." After a campaign marked by attacks over his Muslim religion, his youth, and his left-leaning politics, Mr. Mamdani was defiant. "I refuse to apologize for any of this." Mr. Mamdani said on Wednesday that he had not yet asked for a meeting with Mr. Trump, but that he was considering doing so before he takes office. "I'm looking forward to talking with the president about how to serve New Yorkers and address the cost of living crisis that he ran on addressing," he said. Mr. Mamdani said he would move quickly to bolster the city against threats from the White House, strategizing with advisors and moving to hire 200 city lawyers to be prepared to fight the Trump administration and court. "I'm looking forward to the work that we can do over these next 57 days, to not only deliver on our agenda, but also to begin defending New Yorkers with the least from the man with the most power in this country." The mayor-elect appeared both exhilarated and exhausted, having slept little before returning to a frenetic timetable of interviews and a news conference to announce his transition team. Given the demands of the job, mayors often seek an outlet to escape the pressure. Michael R. Bloomberg took frequent trips to Bermuda. Bill de Blasio spent leisurely mornings at his favorite gym in Park Slope. The outgoing mayor, Eric Adams, was fond of visiting different nightclubs like Zero Bond. Asked if there was anything he would keep from his life before becoming mayor, even if it would get him into trouble, Mr. Mamdani laughed and mentioned his favorite caffeinated beverage. "I will continue to drink Adni chai. I'm just not sure where I'll be doing it."